Well, hello, welcome back to the videos. Today I'm just going to be recapping a little bit as I've reached the 100 mile mark on the blue winter bike SL6 machine. Talk through a couple of updates that I've done with the bike and address some of the comments in the first sort of impressions video of this bike. It's very cold today, it's very windy, so might be a little bit of a case of stop and talk, but then I won't stop for too long because it is chuffing cold. So I'm going to put these gloves back on and we'll get moving. So then, yes, we've reached the 100 mile mark on the blue SL6, and what a bike. A couple of people asked me pretty much as soon as I got this bike how it compares to the LA Sprint. LA Sprint was a fantastic bike. Geometry is a little bit nicer for me on this one, slightly taller head tube. I always felt like something was not quite right on the LA Sprint. I was always trying to figure out my position, bringing the front end up, dropping it down, bringing it up, dropping it down. I feel pretty locked in on this. So setup wise, I've got this pretty much set up mirroring the SL8, 38cm prime bars, 90mm stem, Sella Italia Boost SLR saddle. I have dug out my 160 crank, which is 12 speed. Not sure if that's legal or not, but the 170 I was finding my lower back was just a little bit tight after rides, so probably obviously driving up from the lack of flexibility or lack of mobility I have in my hips. So 165 is kind of the sweet spot, but 160 for winter riding will be fine. Other than that, this bike is set up really well. It rides great, it's super comfortable. Obviously I've got the 32mm tyres back on, as I showed you in the end of the last video. So I'm running with, running them with latex tubes, about 60 psi. So very comfortable for the longer rides. Longest ride I've done on this bike is just around the 40 mile mark and no real complaints. So set up pretty well for me.
It's rain in my head for 100 days. Stare in the mirror and I look for another face. And I get so tired of putting out fires and making up lies, checking my eyes for some kind of lie, but nothing's inside.
Just as a reference point for anybody who was asking about 32mm tyres on the SL6 with the Ravel C38 wheels. There's clearance there, you know, baby finger fits, especially in the back. People asking about mud guards, you know, I don't really go out with hordes of people. If I do, guess what, I'll sit at the back, you know. Gosh, the other thing, change I have made actually, is the disc rotors. I stole these off my SL8, so essentially the wheels from my SL8 have pretty much gone onto here now. The setup that I was running with the latex tubes, 32mm tyres, and the whatever rotors they are, I'm going to be looking at getting some Galfa rotors in the new year, testing those out, and some different brake pads, but that's a new video for another day. To be honest, I could pretty much end the video here. There's not a lot else to say. Like I said, I'm just addressing a few comments. Maybe I'll stop in a minute, grab something to eat and read some more of the comments and see, but I'm pretty sure they were just slating the fact that I don't have mud guards. But absolutely chuffed to bits with this bike. At the moment I can't find a company that does the correct size decal for this bike that will ship to England. There is a company called Speedy Decals, and they make them, but for some reason they don't ship to England at the moment. So I want to get this covered and this, and maybe, where's the tarmac? That in the silver. So yeah.
For forgiveness 100 times. Believed it myself when I halfway apologized. And it's not unfair, I'm asking for prayers, but nobody cares. Going nowhere, like falling downstairs while everyone stares. No one's there when I've asked for forgiveness 100 times.
Not much more to add, I don't think. This bike's ready for me for winter now that I've upgraded those or changed those rotors. I wasn't having the greatest of stopping power, especially on the front brake, but having those rotors on seems to have cleared that up. There's plenty of tyre clearance. I could probably drop down to a 30mm tyre and get some mudguards in there, but to be honest, they're just not my bag. The majority of my riding I will be doing on my own. You know, I get told off, then I'll get some mudguards. Got some exciting things coming to the channel, some new toys to play with on the recording side. Going to be starting my van vlog, so link in the description. Link will be in the description. I'll do some admin this week and go back through and put some links in descriptions for stuff. But yeah. Hopefully with regards to this bike, I shall be getting the decals sorted out in the next couple of weeks, and then maybe some tyres. Like I said, I've got a little collab with a local bike shop. He's just waiting for some OKs from companies and stuff. That could be including the Galfa rotors as well, because I'm seeing them more and more on road bikes at the moment, and they look great. Hearing some sort of mixed reviews about the Shimano ones, although I like these Shimano rotors, but it's nice to try something new, mix it up. A video I'm going to be making in the new year, not anytime soon, but will be on the SL8, talking about upgrading the brake pads or changing out the brake pads and the brake rotors, and then maybe doing a bolt kit swap, because I'm seeing some of them and they look pretty cool. You can save about 100 grams in total by getting titanium bolts. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz.